What is up everyone, Jay here with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the new Fire Emblem game that was just announced at the Nintendo Direct today. And before I start rambling and giving my first thoughts and impressions, I have been sick this past week, so if I sound a little bit off, that is why. But yeah, without further ado, let's begin. So the Nintendo Direct happened. It was a lot of cool stuff shown, and as a person who enjoys a lot of different games, it was really cool to see, Mario, the Mario movie, DLC for various games. I'm not going to go over everything, obviously, but it was a jam-packed hour, and when the last thing that was shown was happening, I didn't expect it to be Fire Emblem. So they dropped Fire Emblem at the very end, which was pretty crazy. And we're finally getting a new Fire Emblem game. I mean, it hasn't been that long since Engage, but Engage was like a celebratory game that it's still a main series Fire Emblem game, but you know what I mean. So unfortunately for the FE4 enjoyers and the FE4 hardcore fans and the people that want a remake, it's not happening, at least not yet. But if you do enjoy Fire Emblem, and especially if you enjoy Three Houses, you're going to like this game. Fire Emblem The Fortune's Weave. So sorry FE4 hopers, but you're going to have this coming up, and it looks great. The trailer is amazing. I think the art style is great. The character designs are pretty cool, and it's like a Roman kind of, setting, kind of, medieval, gladiator arena type stuff, which, is in line with Fire Emblem. So at first when I was watching this trailer, I was thinking maybe this isn't Fire Emblem, but I was like, come on, man, this has to be Fire Emblem, this art style. And but I just had to see gameplay at first to confirm, and they're gonna show it here. So definitely cool character designs. I mean, Fire Emblem in general has pretty cool designs in general. I'm not very picky for the most part, but yeah, we had this dude talking to a crowd, and everyone's cheering. Rose petals, I assume, or something, flower petals. And then we have these two younger characters, and we have a little hub you can walk around, as you would expect from a modern Fire Emblem game. And here it is. Here is the grid and the squares and the good old weapons with the bronze spear, and this kid named Kai who is riding an ostrich, it looks like. I believe that's like an ostrich type of creature, so that's a unique and new class, so that's pretty fun. And then we have this character. She is going to war, and it's pretty crazy, man. So this game is dropping out next year. We don't know the exact date, but next year is pretty soon, honestly. And we have Theodora here using an army to attack, so definitely some returning mechanics. And then this dude is straight out of Castlevania, Diet Rich. No, it's probably not how you say it, but Dietrich, I assume that's how you say it. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but this guy, he is straight out of Castlevania, like I said, some Alucard type shit. And he's the type of character that I looked at and I was like, he looks like a Xander type of character, but he's actually not. He's a Myrmidon, as you can see, and he has a sword that looks like the Blood Gang from Three Houses. I believe that looks like the Blood Gang, so a kind of relic weapon from Three Houses, so that's another connection to Three Houses, I suppose. And this video of mine is not going to be an in-depth analysis or anything. It's just my initial reactions, and I'm going to miss some things because my Three Houses knowledge isn't the best. And Three Houses, while I did enjoy the small amount of time I played it, because I only played one route, it didn't hook me as much as I thought it would, or at least, compared to other games and other Fire Emblem games. So I only played one route, so my lore knowledge isn't very good. But I was talking to some friends who, love Three Houses more than me, and they know more about the world and the game, so they were able to inform me a bit on some stuff. But yeah, this guy, Diet Rich, he is going to teleport over this wall, moving shadow, and just attack. So that's pretty crazy, and the animations look crisp. And also, before we start with his animation, look at this girl right here. Hatsune Miku is in Fire Emblem confirmed, so maybe this game is really going to be good. No, I'm playing, but I like her design. She's definitely cute. And then we have some other characters back here. So here he is with a 48% crit rate, going to slam down. That is a beautiful animation. And we have some other characters shown. There's one girl here, I think that was her, that I'm definitely going to like, I think. Leda, or Lita. Look at her, man. She's adorable. Love her design. And she is rocking a guitar, and she summons a beast. So I mean, come on, man, there's literally demonic beasts that she summons. So this is definitely Three Houses related. I mean, if you already saw the trailer, you saw that SOTHIS shows up at the end, which is pretty crazy. But still, watching this trailer, as someone who doesn't know the Three Houses lore like that, I was thinking it was a game that wasn't connected to any other Fire Emblem games, until you saw SOTHIS at the end. And these cutscenes are pretty cool. Look at this girl right here. She has a Glock, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's a gun. Yeah, look at that. She's got a gun on her. Diet Rich is bringing a sword to a gunfight. So that is a pretty crazy cutscene. Obviously, we have Karan from Heroes. He had a gun first. But generally speaking, Fire Emblem doesn't really have guns. So that's pretty interesting, especially if this game is a prequel, because I've been hearing people say it's a prequel. Some people are saying it's a sequel. So I don't know what to believe. I feel like I'm leaning more towards a prequel because of Sothis's appearance that you're going to see. So Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, that is the title of the game. If I didn't say that already. So Sothis is showing up right here. This is, you know, that was the crazy reveal. So she's obviously older looking here. So you might be thinking, well, if she's older, then obviously this is a sequel, right? But I believe Sothis, now correct me if I'm wrong, but a friend told me, Sothis in Three Houses looks younger because that's how Byleth sees her in his mind, or his or her mind. Something like that. And we know Sothis is old, you know, as many dragons are. But yeah, either way, this Sothis just confirms that it's connected to Fodlan. It might not even be Fodlan. It might be like Pokemon, you know, Legends type situation where maybe it's the same continent, it's just named differently. Kind of like, you know, Marth and Chrom. Marth being, you know, from Arcanea, and then Elise being modern day Arcanea thousands of years in the future. So it could be like that, or thousands of years in the past. Maybe it's not named Fodland. But either way, it's definitely interesting, even if, you know, Three Houses isn't my favorite. It's definitely piqued my interest, and I hope this game hooks me more than it did with Three Houses. Because Three Houses, I just got burnt out of it quickly, and I just didn't feel interested to play the rest of the routes. But this game, you know, assuming it has routes, which it probably does, it's gonna be interesting to see for sure. So yeah, Sothis definitely makes it pretty interesting, and we'll see how that all plays out. So yeah, 2026, Fortune's Weave. That is the new Fire Emblem announcement. Pretty crazy, and we're gonna have 10 more years of Three Houses discourse, which I'm not looking forward to because Three Houses has a very infamous fan base in the fandom. If you keep up with Fire Emblem, they are always arguing and they're always at each other's necks. But hey, Heroes has new content. You know, we're gonna have more Three Houses winners. I guess we can't even call it Three Houses because this isn't, you know, even if it is related to Three Houses, it's called Fortune's Weave. So FE3H, now we have FEFW, Fortune's Weave. But yeah, that is my quick thoughts and initial impressions and, you know, reaction to Fortune's Weave. Definitely pretty cool. I'll definitely be picking it up and seeing what it's about. I also hope in the gameplay that they keep a lot of the stuff from Engage. I mean, obviously Engage is different because they have the emblem rings. Engage will always be special with that. But, you know, it definitely reminds me of Three Houses style, but I hope they keep a lot of the cool stuff you can do in Engage, because Engage had some of the crazy strategy, in my opinion, and I really enjoyed Engage. So I hope this game kind of mixes that in a little bit. But it definitely looks, at least so far, more like Three Houses. And the girl Lita, she was able to, let me see, she was able to like summon a bunch of beasts and have these, I guess she's like a refresher. She's got a bunch of songs right here: Song of Beast, Madness, Passion, Ice Water, Abjuring. So I don't know, because she has a guitar literally on her. So is she a refresher? Is she an attacker? I don't know. And you know, you'll be able to look if you really want to see. People will be doing in-depth analysis and stuff on this trailer that we have. But you know, at this point, a lot of it's just speculation because this is all we have. But yeah, it's still fun. That girl has a gun. Definitely really crisp animations. It looks really cool. So yeah, I'm open to this game for sure. Even if Three Houses wasn't my favorite, maybe I'll like it more than Three Houses. So yeah, enough of me rambling and repeating myself. Let me know what you guys think down below, and leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Please stay safe out there. Peace out.